But without further ado, let's get into a full face of Rare Beauty. The first thing we have is our Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. As you'll see throughout this video, the packaging on all of her products are literally so cute. Also, we're literally matching. I may or may not have worn light pink today so I can match all the products, but you never know. I got the mini size because I wasn't ready to commit to something if I didn't like it. I don't usually wear primer, but I figured for this video I would get all the steps of a full normal makeup routine. Ooh, I don't know how much to use, so I'm just gonna leave it with this and we'll hope that's enough. The only primer I've ever used is the e.l.f. one, and that one's so insanely sticky, so I'm not sure what the difference is gonna be. This is definitely a lot more like a moisturizer. I'm probably gonna need some more of this then. This claims to be pore diffusing. I definitely have a lot of visible pores right here in like my T-zone area, so I'm gonna zoom in and see if I can see them in a second. Moment of truth, are my pores nice and minimalized? Oh, wait. Final verdict. What's the thing that have like court where it's like the gavel? I need a gavel right now, but final verdict. I honestly think my pores look a little bit smaller. Okay, Selena, I see you. See how this lays underneath the rest of the makeup, but so far, so good. This is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, and I got it in the shade 30N. What was interesting about this to me is that it contains 20 SPF. Most people would usually go in with like a foundation, but I don't ever wear foundation, so I chose to get this. And I knew that if I bought a foundation for this, I would never wear it. I bought this when I was significantly tanner than I am now, so I do think the package on this is really cool. It has like a little squirt lid. I don't know what this is called. Okay, it's a little bit orange. We'll see. I actually don't know how much I need. It doesn't say use a brush, so I just want to use my fingers. Okay, that's orange. Yeah. Oh, I put way too much on. Oh no. Okay. A little bit of this definitely does go a long way. I got the 30N, which is 30 neutral. And for being neutral, I feel like this definitely does lean a lot more warm. So keep that in mind if you're gonna buy this. I had to wipe the extra off for it because as you can see, there's a lot. So I'm really curious to see how this sits on top of texture. I think if I were to repurchase this, I would repurchase this in a cooler shade. I'm typically someone who tends to be very warm toned naturally. Like my skin, if you look at me beside my friends, I feel like I always like yellow in pictures or like orange. Considering that and this being neutral and being orange on me, final verdict, I like it. I think it's good. And it did kind of help to cover up some of my redness too, which is nice. This is the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. And then I also have the concealer. This is definitely more of like my lighter concealer shade, if that makes sense. I got this in the shade 190 and this is in the shade medium. If I were to repurchase this in my winter shade, it'd be a light medium. So I think I'm gonna go with the eye brightener first and then use the concealer on top. Let's go in and blend this and see what it's giving. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm interested to see if it's the way I remember it. Whoa, they actually provide a lot more coverage than I thought. Wait, did I just rediscover something about this right now paired with the tinted moisturizer is really like ready. Watch out for Selena, because that's literally too good. Oh my gosh, the sun's coming through. Okay, that's the best I can do to fix the stripes. You're gonna have to deal with the stripes, unfortunately. So impressed. I barely need concealer now. Now I'm gonna go with the concealer to touch up my like acne spots. I'm really interested to see what this formula is like. I've never really heard anyone talk much about this concealer, so before I bought it, I was like going to look and see like what shade I needed. So I was like looking up reviews of the concealer, and the reviews were very mixed. But as of right now, my favorite concealer is the NARS one. So we'll see how this compares to the NARS. The first thing though, off the bat that I've noticed is the like brush is really big. And the brush is like also kind of slanted, which is interesting. So I'm interested to see. This is leaning way less warm than the skin tint did, and yeah, I'm just gonna put on a little bit of concealer and cover up all my spots. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a bone to pick. I don't like the applicator on this. I think it's really like boxy and hard, and the like slanted shape, while it's good for getting into like my under eyes, it's really hard to get like precision that looks good here, like my side of my face. If you like a bigger applicator, this might be for you, but for me, not so much. I'm just sitting, oh, yeah, that's definitely provided some coverage. Okay, good. I'm gonna use my beauty blender and just blend out this bad habit of making assumptions and then them not being right. Okay, yeah, that does blend very well. Also, a little tip, if you blend out blemishes, what I like to do is I like to use my finger and then very lightly generally move the area around with the beauty blender, and I feel like it works really well. The coverage is very like average, I feel like, although I will say it's not sitting very cakey on it.